Hey there, this is a brief presentation on how to calculate percent composition of formulas. So percent composition is just a list of the masses of each element within a compound that is expressed as a percent of the compound's total mass. We're going to do one example. There are a couple of different ways to do these depending on the information given, but we'll take a look at one example here. Pause whenever you need to stop to jot things down. Let's say we were asked to find the percent composition of this particular compound, H2SO4. First step we would do is to multiply each element's molar mass by its subscript. So this is very similar to what we've done before. So we would say, well, we'll have two hydrogens, then we'd multiply it by its molar mass, which is 1.008 grams, and then we'd get 2 grams per mole, basically. Sulfur, 1 sulfur atom times 32 grams gives us 32 grams per mole. And then last, for oxygen, there are 4 of them. 4 times 15.999 gives us about 64 grams per mole. And then we would total that up, which would give us about 98 grams per mole. Okay, so now we know the mass of the entire compound. So essentially we've just found the molar mass. You all know how to do that. Next step. Now divide each element's molar mass by the compound's molar mass and multiply by 100. This is very similar to how you would calculate your test score. Let's say you earned 80 points out of 85. You would divide 80 by 85 and then multiply by 100. Same thing here. And of course, you can just move your decimal instead of multiplying by 100. So for hydrogen, we would divide the molar mass of the hydrogen, how much hydrogen is contributing to the element by the actual molar mass of the entire compound, multiply by 100, and we get just over 2%. Then we take sulfur. We said that the sulfur in this compound is about 32 grams, divided by the entire molar mass gives us a little over 32%. And then oxygen, we take the amount of oxygen in this compound, which is almost 100 grams, or sorry, it's almost 64 grams, divided by the molar mass of the compound, which is 98 grams per mole, and multiplied by 100. And then that gives you about 65%. And we should always check to make sure our percentages add up. 65 plus 32 plus 2 plus all of our decimals, that looks like we have done it. So I hope that helps. It's a pretty easy presentation on how to calculate percent composition.